Hello fellow YouTubers, and welcome back to Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Justice for All. On the last episode, we finished off the first day of trial by having Mo come up onto the witness stand, where he testified that he saw Max standing over the body, and after hearing a giant thump sound. Although he didn't actually talk out the thump sound in court, so he had to bring that up, which made us realize that he probably saw the aftermath, which means he didn't actually see the actual thing, or he's lying. But, I mean, he didn't help his case either by omitting stuff and saying that, oh, Von Karma told me not to say this, or Von Karma influenced what I remembered. But it all came to a crutch when he stated that the person flew away, and that it has to be Max because Max flies, despite the fact that he doesn't, and he told us the secret and how he does it, which is just a wire act. But yeah, we got an extra day, hooray, because things didn't go well. But on this episode, we're gonna be starting the second day of investigation by heading back over to the circus and possibly talking with Max while we're at the detention center too, eventually. We gotta find the real culprit and find out why something flew. Why does Mo think something flew away? So this should be great. We start at our office. That was also a very abrupt start. Nick? What is it?
I've got a confession to make. I'm terrible at figuring out magic tricks.
Magic tricks?
Yep. Magic tricks are by their very definition tricks, right? But I can never figure out the tricks when I see them.
I think it's the tricks are performed by pros. They do it so you can't guess the trick.
But the trick Pearly showed me was incredible.
Pearls did a magic trick? What kind of trick was it?
Let's see. It looked like she pulled the end of her own thumb off.
Heh.
First she put her right thumb next to her left hand, and then it just separated. She could move it up and down and everything. It was incredible.
Maya, please tell me you're joking. Really? Was it kind of like this?
What? Wow! How did you do that? Nick, you're like a real magician.
Maya falling for baby magic tricks.
See, this is why I just can't figure out magic. I'm no good at it.
Says the person that can transform.
Especially hard tricks like flying away from the scene of a murder.
You'll take all the fun out of magic if you keep trying to figure it out. Well, that's sometimes kind of fun, trying to figure out how they do it. Is there like that Penn and Teller show, like Stump Them or something like that? All right. Oh, I love this song. All right, well, let's talk. What to do? Any ideas? I don't see any way out of this. We're stuck between a rock and a hard place.
There's no way we can solve the mystery of a criminal flying by tomorrow. I was thinking, do you really think the criminal flew through the air? The only one who thinks that is Mo, right? He says that he saw it.
That's true. Mo looked awfully serious when he said that, which is like the opposite of what he is.
Do you think he might be trying to frame Max?
If that was it, he would have simply said, I saw Max. That would have been enough. There's no reason why anyone would believe he flew.
But what if the criminal really did fly? There's only one person who could do that. Max.
You're really not helping my confidence here, Maya. Yeah, don't believe that.
Everyone seems to hate Max. Ben, Trilo, Mo, they all have nothing nice to say.
The magician does seem rather full of himself, doesn't he? Keeps on calling us sweetie, too, which I actually like. Especially when he says things like customers only go to the circus to see him.
He even hit Ben over the head with a bottle.
But what?
But that doesn't seem enough to frame another person for murder.
And it was proven that neither Ben nor Mo lied on the stand.
Maybe Ben even saw the ringmaster wearing Max's costume. But Mo clearly said he saw Max himself.
Which is a pickle. One that we're not going to be solving by standing here. So let us move to the detention center. One quick stop before we head back over to the circus. Oh, my sweeties. You mind hurrying up and getting me out of this place? We're doing our best, Max. Just hang in there. A little while ago, some people from a local TV station came by. And since I'm a famed magician, they said, let's make you your very own TV special.
Really? What kind of TV special?
Maximilian Galactica, the Great Prison Escape. It would be aired live.
Hey, that sounds like it would be an awesome special.
Save until after you're innocent, though. But if I do the special before I'm acquitted, they'll never let me out of here for real. Exactly. Well, it would certainly be an unnecessary addition to your troubles with the law. That's what I was thinking, but the production staff is already working on the show. If you don't get me out quick, I'll have no choice but to stage a real prison break. You seem awfully calm about that possibility. I'd have no choice. It would be a contractual obligation. That's show business. So we don't get him out soon. He's actually really going to break out of prison. All right. No, that's not move. We need to talk more. Night of the murder, today's trial. Yeah, your alibi sucks, by the way. The night of the crime. You didn't happen to fly off into the sky, did you? Here's how everything went down, sweetie. At the time of the murder, I was sitting in the ringmaster's room. Not to mention, flying off into the sky is not just something I can do at will. I don't care what the stoogey clown says. It wasn't me.
Max, do you mind teaching me the trick behind flying?
You'll have to forgive me, sweetie. The difference between me and cheap imitation magicians is that I keep my mouth shut. Except he told us. I don't teach people tricks, but I will say this much. It's much harder than you think. About today's trial, though.
I was thinking about this in court today. I've got a favor to ask of you.
Anything for you, sweetie.
Be friends with the other performers in the circus.
Fabulous! A great joke! Why would I be friends with a bunch of hacks like them?
But
I've won on the world stage. I've won the International Grand Prix. International Grand Prix? Phoenix, we talked about this a couple days ago. Performers should always look to perform on the world stage. But the performers at this circus are completely and utterly devoid of ambition. That is something that I can simply not tolerate. Ambition, huh?
Something about what Max just said rings true to my ears.
The Grand Prix, new option. Oh my sweeties want to hear all about the Grand Prix, don't they? To be honest, though, I've told the story like 100 times already, so it's a bit boring. I'm sorry to make you tell it again. You must not have heard me. I am really sick of telling the story. But what can you do? I'm Maximilian Galactica. I suppose I could tell it again. Voila! Here, take a look at this! I just happen to have a picture from the Grand Prix with me. Just look at that fabulous stage. That is the first stage I ever flew on. I flew right over the audience. The crowd erupted into applause. At the time, I thought to myself that I could die right there and be a happy I could die right then and die a happy man. I'll never forget how I felt that night. The emotions, the acclaim.
Wow.
By the way, I think everyone who is a performer should get to experience that feeling. I just wish I could explain that to the other people in the circus.
That's incredible, Max. I want a trophy too. Hey, Nick, how about you buy me a trophy?
That's not how you earn a trophy, Maya. I don't know. Young me used to get trophies from my dad all the time. I think one was made out of wood. My sweeties, you can have this picture of my triumph. Just make sure you show it to all the other members of the circus. Look and learn. That's what you should tell them. Learn how to get thrown in jail? Well, we got a picture of it. So Max is starting to show a little bit of sense towards the other performers. It's not that he hates them, it's just that he finds them underwhelming. Like they don't want to progress, I guess. All right, well, let's move back to the circus. I'm afraid of this place now. I like that sign in the background that says Maximilian Galactica and his comical comrades.
You hear that? It sounds like two people arguing.
Oh, no.
All right, let's do it. Are you ready?
Yes, wait.
Quit your whining. Just give this a shot already. All right, let's go.
Row your boat.
Row your boat.
Oh, they're singing. They're trying to sing a duet.
What are you doing? Gently down the stream. Come on, you know that.
I'm trying my best, but Sheila, this isn't going to work.
Do you enjoy saying dumb things? You're gonna have to be on your own someday. If you can't handle something as simple as this, what are you going to do then? Hello, Ben. Hello to you too, Trilo. What are you doing here? Can't you see we're on a secret crash training course? I'm sorry.
Secret crash training. Oh. Yes. Sheila wouldn't give up until he said we tried his idea for a new routine. So we were trying to sing in a round for our new ventriloquism act.
In a round? You can really do that? That's incredible! See? Even they are surprised by the idea! I told you!
They're not the only ones. You even surprised me with your idea.
Once you got a grip on the basics, then it's just a matter of practice!
You think so?
Oh, I almost forgot! I wanted to give this back to you!
Yeah, we really shouldn't be having that with us.
Ah, there it is! Now that I've got this ring back, it's time to take one more shot at Regina.
Oh boy. Okay, well I don't think we have the ring anymore, which is good, because I don't think we deserve to have the ring. It didn't tell us that we lost it though, which is surprising. All right, well, let's talk. Today's trial, marriage, ventriloquism. He's not gonna like this. We kind of put him on the spot. Although, we didn't actually... He didn't seem that angry when he left the stage. I mean,
I know that you already testified in court today. You gotta talk about what we saw, right? Yes? Well, at first we thought it was the old man. Just looking at his walk and how he acted. Right, Ben?
Huh? Oh, yeah, that's right.
But then he said hello and didn't even get a reply. Not to mention he was draped in those gaudy symbols. What would you have thought if he wasn't wearing those symbols? What do you think, Ben?
What? Oh, I would have thought it was the ringmaster. Something that just isn't adding up here. I wonder who they really saw. So they don't know if it's they thought it was the ringmaster, but then he didn't talk. And, you know, wearing Max's stuff doesn't help. Marriage.
I was hoping I could ask you about Regina. I'm completely serious about her. That's why I'm waiting for her even now. Really? That's so sweet. But if you really wanted to see Regina, shouldn't you check out the tent? You haven't got a clue about things, do you, sweetheart? Eh? Waiting like this is a part of being in love. How so? If you got a clue, you would know that waiting is such sweet, wonderful torture. When your body aches for your partner's love, that's one of the best parts. Yeah, I knew that.
Poor Maya. She's so red, she looks like a vine-ripe tomato. Maya doesn't know anything about love. Ventriloquism.
So how's this new routine working out? Will you two just take a chill pill already? Our routines are secret. We're going to take the ventriloquism world by storm. It'll be a real revolution.
I'm afraid of who else I'm going to be talking to in this episode.
That's incredible. But let me make one thing clear. We're not going to take on the world just because that jerk said we should.
That jerk?
Max Galactica. Performer should aim for the world. Who does he think he is? Trilo, you seem to be really fired up about all this. He needs to realize that he's the only one who can conquer the world stage. You're right. Mark my words, I, Trilo Quist, will win the Grand Prix. You're the man now, doll. Row your boat will be the key to a glorious victory.
Not to rain on your parade, but wouldn't a more mature song be best? Phoenix, you don't want to hear mature songs.
Hey, you gotta start somewhere, right? Don't screw this up! You've gotta be a part of this too!
I mean, we could present the photo, but I mean, he seems to already be on that, he wants to beat Max. So he wants that glory now. So we don't really need to talk to him anymore, which is good, because it's straining my voice. Let's move! The lodging house.
Oh, it's you two!
You look like you just got hit by a truck. Shouldn't you get some rest?
So, I'm taking a rest right now, pal. I've been listening to some crazy clown's life story. Miss Von Karman's told me to come down here and do this for her.
Yeah, I figured as much. Wait, are you like listening to Mo's story because the case or because of punishment?
Let me tell you something, pal. Listen to that old clown sucks all your energy.
Yeah, speaking for him does too.
Every time he's done talking, he looks at you like you should be doing something.
I think he's waiting for you to laugh at his jokes.
I know that, pal. Do you have any idea how much your face hurts if you fake laughing that much? Francisca really set you up bad this time, didn't she? If you ask me, she should be listening to Mo herself. No way, pal. You're not gonna get me to backbite a woman with a whip. No way. Why are you defending her? Prosecutor Von Karma's always got her eyes on us. And every time you do that, you definitely don't want her to show up. Poof, there she is. Don't show up. Don't show up. Don't show up. Don't show up. Don't show up.
Looks like she's wound him up pretty tight.
She's directly above us as we speak. Huh? How's that possible? According to the clown, the culprit jumped from here and disappeared into the sky. If that's what happened, it means the killer passed right by this window, pal. Oh, I see. Who lives in that room? Behind the window up there? The acrobat's got his room up there on the 3rd floor, it seems. Pretty soon, Miss Von Karma's gonna start her investigation up there. So don't get any ideas of going up to the acrobat's room. Got it, pal?
Thank you, Gumshoe.
Shivers. Francisca Von Karma.
When she's done with her investigation, I think I'll go up there and check it out. Yeah, ignoring Gumshoe. So that means that Von Karma's actually here currently. I mean, we've only actually seen her outside of the courtroom, when she interrupted us in our defendant lobby. So that's something. Well, let's go to... We just want to do that so that we can get Gumshoe out of here. Let's move over to the cafeteria now.
Huh? Where's Regina?
I don't know. But if she's with that tiger, I don't want to find out. Let's hurry up and get out of here.
Nick, you're kind of a chicken, aren't you?
No. I'm just allergic to wild tigers. Didn't you react too, Maya, when that tiger almost killed us? Let's head out to the cafeteria.
Ha! Right! Welcome to the wonderful, the fabulous, the cafeteria!
Yikes, he's in an awfully good mood.
Alright, you know what time it is? Riddle time! Why does everyone cry when they eat Mexican pizza?
I can't wait to hear what this punchline is. Why does everyone cry when they eat Mexican pizza?
Come on, you can answer this. It's easy.
Because cafeteria Mexican pizza is possibly a weapon of bowel destruction?
Buzz! Wrong! Try again. Okay, what do you think, girly? I got it.
Oh, please tell me it's the real one.
Okay, what's your answer? Because they are in the cafeteria.
They are in the cafeteria. How's that Mexican? Is cafe a Mexican word?
Exactly! It's an incredibly sad place, that cafe.
Oh god, doing Gumshoe and then Trilla's voice has destroyed my Mo voice.
I did it!
What's going on? He's being too nice. Yeah, we kind of half destroyed you in court, Mo. What do you have to say about yourself? What you witnessed? Today's trial.
Today's been a really crazy day, hasn't it? You're telling me? I didn't think it was going to be so tough. Tough? Yeah, it was a tough crowd. That's what you call a crowd that refuses to laugh. For instance, it was such a tough crowd this morning, I had to smash watermelons. I told them all a great story and even greater jokes, but no one busted out laughing. You even used the famed no shoes, no shirt, no service joke. Exactly! How can you not laugh at stunning comedy like that?
That was comedy? I didn't know. What you witnessed? Are you 100% sure about your testimony today?
I saw what I saw! I swear! That creep just flew through the air? It wasn't exactly flying per se. It was more like floating. The silhouette of his face made me positive it was Max.
I don't see a psyche lock. You must be telling the truth. Yeah, speaking of which, it's been a while since we've seen a psyche lock, hasn't it? Like, we haven't seen one since the first episode of this case. And that was Max. Was it the first episode of the case? Yeah, I think it was. Well, okay, we need to actually present that photo that Max gave us. Because I know Mo is actually the person that needs the push.
Not this picture! He showed it to you guys too! Huh? You seen it as well? Well, you know what they say about Maximilian Galactica. He really gets around.
Do that tiny Maya giggle.
Oh yeah! You didn't just show me the picture. What do you mean? He showed me his bust too! I tell you, that thing is enormous! It's in the picture, I think. He made us worship it every day. He made us bow to his greatness.
He's got a big bust. I love how I was like, they're not gonna go with this direction, are they? I wouldn't mind hearing more about Max's bust. Not that I'm into that sort of thing. It's not what you think, Phoenix. I like what you even called Max's bust.
Max's bust should be on that small table over there.
There's nothing over there.
Really? Oh yeah. When was it? I'd say about 5 days ago. All of a sudden, the bust disappeared.
It disappeared?
You want to see it? There's a photo on the bulletin board over there. Max just had to put the picture up. Hey, this thing is really cool. Nick, I want someone to make a bust of me.
Well, sure, as long as I'm not paying for it.
Oh.
Hey, we got a picture of the bust. Max G bust. Is there anything else that's changed about this place?
Nope, nothing's changed that I can see.
I wonder if he's actually thinking about this or if he is setting up a bad joke.
Nope, I'm drawing a blank here.
A quiet Mo is a good Mo in my book.
I guess there really aren't any other things that have changed, huh? Well, there's this one teensy tiny thing that does seem different.
Tell us! What changed? Oh boy. This is gonna be a punchline to a joke, isn't it?
Well, on the morning of the crime, over on that bulletin board, this piece of paper was posted front and center.
Piece of paper?
It's torn, so I don't know what it said, but I can see its title. Yikes! It says, "To the murderer."
Murderer?
Yep, that's what it says, but the rest of it has been ripped off. And I don't know who posted it.
When did you find this?
The morning before the murder. Before the murder? Yeah. Ringmaster was killed the night after this paper was discovered.
Who in the world posted this thing? Note added to the court record. And it was posted before the actual thing happened.
Nink, I think we better follow up on this important lead.
True. Like, go ask someone. Probably the person that got, the person that definitely got accused of this murder. Nope, not examine. Like Max. You wouldn't happen to know anything about this, would you?
Do you know anything about this note?
The morning of the murder, it was posted on the wall in the cafeteria. I do know all about that note. When I read it, my heart certainly skipped a beat.
Your heart skipped a beat?
While I was enjoying my morning tea, the ringmaster and company entered the room. And company? I guess it wasn't really a company. It was just the ringmaster and my sweetie pie. When the ringmaster read the note, he turned an incredible bright red. All of a sudden, he tore it off the wall and shoved it into the pocket of his tailcoat.
Really? I have curiosity. What in the world was written on that thing?
Let's see.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I don't want to steal the fun from my sweeties. Go out and find out on your own. I'm sure you can find it somewhere. You might also want to ask my sweetie pie princess. I love saying that word. All right, so he's saying the rest of this note's hidden somewhere. That the ringmaster took it and it shoved it into his pocket. Fortunately, the ringmaster was kind of dead. As we can tell in this note, or this picture. However, there is actually somewhere that we can go. that we actually haven't gone to yet. That was the wrong place. The Ringmaster's room.
Max and the Ringmaster had their talk in this room.
That could have been when the Ringmaster put on Max's costume and went outside.
Why'd he do that, anyway? Was it really that cold or something?
I could think of one reason. But it's actually not the reason that we're about to find out, which is... This looks suspicious.
Hey! Do you see that? There's a scrap of paper shoved into the pocket of the tailcoat.
You know, I've got a feeling I know what that is.
I bet that's the other half of the note that Mo gave us. Then let's hurry up and check this thing out, Nick. I knew it! It fits perfectly with the other piece.
What does it say? What does it say? To the murderer. I have conclusive evidence of what took place. Meet me at 10 p.m. tonight at the Lodging House Plaza.
Tonight at 10 p.m.?
That's when the murder took place.
Now we need to find out who called out the Ringmaster.
Also, why did the Ringmaster take this note? And the note's gone. Now the note's been updated with the full thing. We're learning stuff. We could end it off here. You know what? I think we will end it off here. The next part doesn't seem like it's going to be... Actually, no, I probably should go on just a little bit longer. We'll move. In fact, we've been going on for so long so far that, somewhere should have been cleared out by now. Nope, not you. There we go.
Hey, Detective Gumshoe! I'm sure you did a good job, as usual.
Well, I'm done with the investigation of the acrobat. Finally. But Ms. Von Karma...
Nick? What is that? That beeping sound?
It's Ms. Von Karma!
Huh?
Every time I hear that sound, she's usually not very far behind. Some sort of pager or something? You don't mind, pal. I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. Quick. See ya, pal.
I didn't know that Gumshoe could run that fast. So much for being a flatfoot.
Never seen a grown man so afraid of a girl still in her teens.
Well, let's go inside. It's freezing out here. The wind is biting us. Ow! It's biting his lashes from a whip.
Did you just knock out Maya? Von Karma! She really did appear. It was a real battle today in court, wasn't it, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Did you have to jump out and scare us like that? What can I do for you? Tomorrow will be the day my dream finally comes true. You mean the story of my defeat at your hands making the national news? National news. You possess such a small sense of scale. The global news, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Your miserable plight will be known internationally. I think she might be overestimating the importance of a win by just a smidge. I don't know. The last court case, she said the exact same thing. And who won that court case? So we can actually talk with her now. Other than, you know, back and forths. Tomorrow's trial, revenge. Miss Von Karma, it appears you got your hands onto something big. Huh. I'm amazed you picked up on that much. Anyone could. You couldn't hide that look of victory within 10 paper bags on your head. Yeah, she's been smiling the whole time. Also, I said within 10 paper bags. I guess it works still. I've got conclusive evidence and a conclusive witness. Need any more hints? A conclusive witness. You must mean the acrobat, right? I'm putting in the summons for him to be called as a witness as we speak. It's the final nail in your coffin, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Yeah. I get it already. You want to beat and destroy me. I can't worry about her. I have to try and find out more information myself. How about this revenge? Hey, Maya's awake!
Why do you keep giving Nick an evil eye? It doesn't matter if you prove the defendant guilty tomorrow. Nothing will be able to bring your dad back.
My dad? You must mean the esteemed Manfred von Karma. Well, who else would we be talking about?
Of course! Your dad! I know you miss him.
Enough out of you. One more word and you'll get a mouthful of whip. Now, when did I ever bring up my papa's name in this? Or any other conversation? Then what's this revenge thing you're talking about? You wouldn't understand, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I have to see him again. One more time. Him? I'm sure you know to whom I refer. Miles Edgeworth.
What? Edgeworth? Mr. Edgeworth?
Miles Edgeworth. I don't know why Phoenix is stuttering. Ooh, it brings it up. Yeah, where has he been? Miles Edgeworth. Why would you even bring him up? You haven't forgotten, have you? Do you know who it was that tainted the gifted prosecutor, Miles Edgeworth? I said tainted, that says trained. That's completely... Actually, you know what? It still works. Answer's still the same.
Manfred von Karma.
Exactly right. It was my papa.
That means that Edgeworth was...
Right again. Miles is like a little brother to me.
Huh? Little brother? But Edgeworth and Nick are the same age.
Yeah, Edgeworth is like 6 years older than you. Edgeworth. Oh, not the sad song again. The man who inspired me to become an attorney. I fought against him in a few cases. But a little after that case was over, he vanished. It's your fault he is gone.
Huh?
It's the truth, isn't it, Mr. Phoenix Wright?
Nick! What does she mean?
Whoa! That's a weird thing. Edgeworth's death. Edgeworth was never quite the same after that case. And then with the case after that one. And then with the case after that one? Did they actually edit this to reference 1.5? Because I don't remember that in the DS version. He never set foot in a court again. Unless by the case after that one, they were talking about like the little mini trial we had about the DL6 incident. And then one day, he just vanished. All he left was a simple note at the prosecutor's office. Office? What's wrong? Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth chooses death. That was 1 year ago. That was not 1 year ago. Okay, so once again, they go back to not referencing 1.5. They're completely forgetting it existed. I mean, that's true. 1.4 was a year ago, but we had the Rise of the Ashes trial, which took place in February, and this is December. So, I mean, it's almost been a year. But this is also referenced in 1.5 during the credit roll, where the bellboy shows up at Edgeworth's office, but Edgeworth isn't there, and he finds a note. And that's what that note said. It was a few months after you left to go back home. Okay, so that fits! Because she left home immediately after the case.
Mr. Edgeworth, he's dead?
I don't believe it. He's still alive. I'm sure of it. Somewhere in this world, he's still alive. Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth chooses death? Of course he did. You ruined his reputation as a prosecutor. You effectively killed the prosecutor in him. Just like your victory muddied the honorable name Von Karma. I'm going to find him. And then I'm going to teach him his rightful place with my own 2 hands.
Nick! About Mr. Edgeworth.
Maya, I already told you this once. Don't make me do it again. Don't bring up his name in front of me again. Okay?
Nick?
Miss Von Karma? What? I don't know if you're a God's gift to prosecutors or not. But I've had about enough of you. Him too.
What in the world happened?
This dog is all bark and no bite. He's already been defeated. Regardless, I have nothing to inform you two of today. Tomorrow will be the greatest courtroom battle this country has ever seen.
Nick?
Let's go. We need to talk with the performer on the 3rd floor.
I'm sorry I brought it up, Nick.
Yikes. That is where we're going to end this episode off at. So, there's apparently there was a note left behind by someone. The ringmaster found it, headed to the place where he was told to go, and died there. So, something's up. Also, Edgeworth is possibly dead because he left a suicide note and then disappeared and hasn't been seen in 8-9 months. Not great. But that's going to do it for this episode. On the next episode of Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Justice for All, we are going to finish off the investigation of day 2 and go chat with the acrobat upstairs. So, until next time, hopefully you enjoy.